I was born in Pakistan in the city of Quetta in 1971. My father served in the Pakistan Army and I was the youngest of three daughters. My mother was very different from her time. She was a woman who had 2 master's degrees in philosophy and psychology, and so both my parents put a very strong emphasis on education for us. Both my sisters were interested in becoming physicians, and so they got into medical school and they completed that. I was not interested in becoming a physician, but my parents kind of pushed me a little bit because they thought that would be a good profession for me. So eventually I decided to become a physician and I graduated from medical school in Pakistan. Once I got done, I was doing my postgraduate training in Pakistan, and then I got married, and that's when I moved to the US. In Pakistan, we mostly have arranged marriages, so I met my husband just a few days before the wedding. So once we got married, it was very hard to come within a week after being married to almost kind of like a stranger, and leaving my country, leaving my profession, leaving all my family and friends and come here. The one thing that was really helpful was that I had an older sister who was also married and lived in the same state. I think the first thing I remember is when I came here, they lost my luggage. So when I landed at the airport, I did not even have a toothbrush to my name. That was the only connection I had from my home, and I had lost that. It was very devastating. Obviously, my luggage came in a few days, and so everything turned out fine. Coming from a country where you are living almost an independent life, where you're driving and you're working, and then coming here, it was really hard because then you have to start pretty much all over again. I had been driving a car in Pakistan for 10 years, and I drove everywhere. I drove my family members places where they needed to go. And then I came over here, and because I was used to driving on the right-hand side of the road, I had to learn how to drive on the left side of the road. I failed my driving test twice, and I was very disheartened at that time. I told my husband, I can't live here if I don't know how to drive, because I'm not used to this life where I can't drive and I have to depend on people. Fortunately, the third time I passed. Because my medical degree is not recognized by the US, I had to take 5 exams in the first year after I came here to prove to them that I was qualified to be a physician in the US. I really did that in the first year and started my residency training for 4 years. I feel very proud of that accomplishment because that is something which is a big struggle and it's not easy to do. I have been working here as a psychiatrist now for almost 10 years. I take great pride in that, and I feel very blessed to be able to work and help people deal with their mental illness. Although the stigma of mental illness here in the US is not as severe as it is back home, but I am still surprised to see how many people feel embarrassed or ashamed about admitting that they have a mental problem. And to be able to help them deal with that and get better is very fulfilling for me. I think my life here now is pretty much the same life that most people live. I have a job. I have 2 small kids that go to school. I'm running around most of the time to and from school or to extracurricular activities. It's been a regular habit of mine to go into my kids' school at times when they have asked me to come and talk about our culture, our religion, what we celebrate and how we do that, because I think that is one of the most important things. We can help each other recognize that we all pretty much have the same life. We're just living it a little bit differently.